I was going through some of my dad's jewelry making, which jewelry making for me with a cat does not work so well. I'm sure you can hear in the background, but I was thinking about gluing this, I really like this stone, onto this piece of wood and turning it into a pendant. You've probably seen this trick before where you take steel wool and vinegar and put it on a piece of wood and it turns it a weathered gray. Well, I was messing around last week and I noticed the gray that I did on ambrosia maple really looked neat. So I am going to try and do that on some of the pendants I'm making and possibly on one of the Halloween cards that I'm going to do. I was just really impressed with how quickly it turned and the gray coloring, because I have a gray stain that also looks pretty good. But I always like it when you can come up with neat, crafty ideas to experiment with. Symbol that would work on a pendant while I'm making a couple pendants this week. And I came across this symbol, Arwen, which I thought would work really well, especially since some of these have some circles around them. And that's how I've been doing my pendants. I really love Celtic symbols. If you've seen some of my past videos, I've done the Tree of Life. I have an entire wall, well, it's more like a soffit, where I've created different symbols out of wood and hung them up. This symbol has a lot of connection with nature, and it talks a bit about balance and Ireland calling. So I really enjoy that aspect of it. I think this is the one that I'm going to go with. See how it turns out. Okay, so I just did this freehand real quick. Not sure which direction I want the moon to go on this pendant. And I think I'm going to have the mountain chop off a little bit there. I think the moon needs to go this direction. I'm going to glue it up and see what I think. Okay, so I've got this one glued up. Lighting's not great, so you can't really see the really neat details. Maybe once I get it in my photo box, you can see how pretty this is. So I'm going to take a fisheye hook and put it in here to make a pendant out of it. These I'm going to need to poly and then glue. And I found these really neat little handmade pendants, charms to attach. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but I really like them. So let's get to polying. Should have thought this through a little bit more, because I need to put this in a vise to drill a hole on top to get my hook through. But having the mountain scene on there already is going to make this a little problematic. This guy turned out well, even though I glued first before I put the hook in. Now I have to see if I can get the necklace string through this.